Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 371.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about the 2 reasons why wealthy investors do not use a financial advisor. And this was really surprising to me because I always assumed that the financial advisor distribution among wealthy to affluent to maybe mass affluent was about the same. I always thought, once people are at a certain point, maybe $1 million of assets plus, it's, probably about the same percentage of people that are using an advisor. But according to the Spectrem Group research, that's not the case. And I want to share this information with you because I think it's important to understand how wealthy people think and what they have to say about building wealth, because we can always learn from people who have more money and people who definitely have an opinion about their money. So this is really interesting because it does poll people that have ultra high net worth of 5 million to 25 million in assets, as well as millionaires 1 to 5 million in assets or net worth, and also the mass affluent 100,000 to $1 million in net worth. And so they asked, why don't you use a financial advisor? And over 60% of the ultra high net worth, those who have 5 million to 25 million in net worth, said they believe they are better investors than a financial advisor, which again really caught me off guard. I did not expect that. I expected that, like I said, they would be as open to using a financial advisor as people with fewer than 5 million in assets or 25 million in assets. So that was the first thing that was surprising. But then when Spectrum asked millionaires with 1 million to 5 million net worth, a little over 50% said they don't use a financial advisor because they think they're better investors. And then the mass affluent, those with 100,000 to $1 million of net worth, about 32% said they don't use a financial advisor because they think they can invest better. So it was only those with less net worth, $1 million and under, that were 70% more inclined to use a financial advisor, and just about 30% who didn't use a financial advisor. But again, what was really fascinating was the people that had the 5 million to 25 million, the ultra high net worth investors that really believed that they could do a better job than a financial advisor. So I just found that really interesting, surprising, a little bit shocking. I thought I would share that with you. And then the other question that they asked was, what percentage doubt an advisor would act in their best interest? Well, in this case, it was the medium group, the 1 million to 5 million net worth, that were about 55% that said they doubted a financial advisor would work in their best interest. And then the lower net worth group, the mass affluent of 100,000 to $1 million net worth, about 48% said they didn't think an advisor would work in their best interest. And the group that had 5 million to 25 million net worth, about 45% of them said they did not think a financial advisor would work in their best interest. So again, what we see is the middle group being the most doubtful of the advisor working in their best interest, and second, the lower income group or the lower net worth group, and then finally the highest net worth group being the smallest group, around 45% thinking that they had some doubt a financial advisor would work in their best interest. Really important survey, I think, to look at why people are not using a financial advisor. I think that this says a lot about the very wealthy, and how they got that way is they trust themselves. And I have had interviews where we've talked about people who are worth $100 million plus, and we've talked about how they really trust themselves, they trust their gut, they do their own investing, and I think the 5 to 25 million seem to be on that path and in that sort of same camp where they really trust their own instinct as an investor. So then why not, as someone who might have 100 to a million of net worth or 1 million to 5 million of net worth, why not follow in their footsteps, since they're the ones that have the bigger net worth, and do some investing yourself? I think that makes some sense to try and emulate the people that you're wanting to have your assets look like. So I think that's very interesting that, again, the wealthiest don't use a financial advisor, and it was just very telling to me. Another reason I wanted to share this with you is because I think Tony Robbins, his quote that success leaves clues, and to imitate people who you want to be like, is something that is an important quality even in investing. And so to hear that people 5 million to 25 million of net worth actually, over 60% handle their own investing, I just think is a really important thing for you to consider, that people are having great success with their own investments. They're very happy with how they're handling them. And that is something I've encouraged everyone to start investing as a hobby and take some time to really learn more about investing and get comfortable with it. It's the one thing that really is going to pay you dividends for being knowledgeable about and really having some experience and getting good at it, pun intended. So I just wanted to share that with you. I, again, like to share some statistics and what's going on with the affluent, the high net worth, what's going on with the millionaires, so that you have all the information to get to your financial goals as soon as possible. I will post these charts on my website at lindapjones.com, and while you're there, if you want to pick up the 11 quick financial tips to boost your wealth, there are 11 quick things anyone can do to get to financial freedom quicker. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.